Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this wonderful league race we have in iRacing DRL edition. Just going to make sure that we have, if we go into Mr. Juan Cruz himself, we have game audio. It's not the tab I want. Why are we not getting desktop audio? That is very much unfortunate. I'm aware I'm quiet. For some strange reason, none of the settings are working. I do not know why. I will come up with a fix shortly, folks. Just give me a minute. It's not like I've done anything different. Default? Okay. Alright, so for some strange, odd reason, certain settings I have aren't working, but I think we have fixed it. At least I'm hoping we have. I want Macklin to confirm it because he's driving. Is anyone else in this chat that can? Not really, not at the moment. So I'm hoping everything's going to work out okay. I just don't know. I can't hear you any better. Yeah, I don't know. None of the original settings we have are working, which makes no sense. It's not like we changed anything up. You should be able to hear the game audio, though. We do have drivers going out for their laps now. Macklin, focus on your laps. I'll figure this out. I can hear you if you crank the volume. Yeah, well, I'm already at 0. I can't go any higher, so I'll just have to speak really, really loudly into the microphone, maybe. Not too loud, though. Alright, folks, let us turn now to the racing that we have on your screen. First of all, proper introduction. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to DRL iRacing Edition. We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the first half, not gonna lie, but we've hopefully managed to fix them now. As you can see, this is the season finale. Thank you, Burt Macklin, my wonderful boss, for subscribing with Prime for 18 months, currently almost on a year-long streak. Thank you very much, Burt Macklin, FBI 4. With that being said, we have a few drivers out on track. Most of them, as you can see on your left-hand side of your screen here, we're currently holding on board with Juan Cruz, who is going to be the first person to set their lap time as long as they stayed valid. I can't believe I can watch so many drivers just go crazy like that with their track limits. It's insane. And Juan Cruz is going to set a lap time of 2:02. Salas is going to be next across the line. Set a lap time of 2 minutes. The 9:15 of Michael Brown's going to be next across the line in his McLaren, followed closely behind Curtis Hubbard. Now closely following is going to be Gav Cook. As off he flies. Next across the line is going to be Tony. Remind me to curse him at the end. Then next is going to be Hansen. And last across the line of drivers that are going to participate in qualifying, I do believe, is going to be Russ Money McMillian. to find himself slotted into P5. Alex Hampson's 201 was deleted for track limits. And you go back on board with Juan Cruz, who's looking to improve his lap time by quite a significant margin. I do believe that Andrew Jackson and Morgan Dino are not participating in qualifying. At least if that serves me correctly. I could be wrong. But here comes Juan Cruz. Dino, yes. Juan Cruz going to find himself P3. Salas Janssen still going to find himself just barely outside of P1. So close yet so far. The 915 and the 82 are going to be right on behind. Looking for improvements. Hubbard's going to find himself now up into P5. Can Gav Cook cement more time in lead? Not far behind him is Tony. As Gav Cook cements more of a lead, Tony finds himself just behind him by about a tenth. Alex Hansen beats them all. Going on provisional pole. What a lap by Alex Hansen. Can Russ find a little bit of improvement? .201.3 would be good enough to get him past Hubbard. Good enough to get him past Juan Cruz. A 2:01 flat. Very good lap by Mr. Russ. I'm going to go to TV2 now for a little bit. We're going to watch Juan Cruz. See if he can find some improvement for himself. Ahoy there. Hello, Kerbal. How was the Trackalicious stream? Cruz will get past back Russ. Salas will not move anywhere. Next across the line is going to be Gav Cook. He's going to be trying to look to beat that time of Alex Hansen. I see. So you saw me do a pit start without having to do a pit start. Gav Cook will take the lead back on provisional pole. Tony finds himself, his lap time is improved, but not enough to get past Alex Hansen. Not a lot of improvement there. Tony's lap time is a 1:59.716. Alex Hansen's is a 1:59.710. No, Kerbal, that was not intended to start in the pits on lap 1. That was not intended. Russ has had some lap trouble. He's predicted to do a 2:07 at the moment, so. And he's finally going to bless us with his presence on track. So what is the race tonight at DRL? The race tonight is in the good old US of A, Sebring, Florida. It is the season finale. The championship leader, Evan, who's not here tonight, has already sealed his championship. So he does not need to be here. However, Morgan and Andy seemingly have this weird thing going on where I think they may start from the pits. As a 2-minute for Juan Cruz, not enough to improve. Salas Again, it does enough, but not enough to improve. Gav, Cook, do more to cement that lap time. And because Alex Hansen, who's coming right on behind, managed to do enough as he comes right into your living rooms. It is not going to be enough. It is going to be close, but not close enough. I think Dino is doing yes. Something tells me. Is Andy actually going to go for a lap here, or is he just doing pit practice? Oh, looks like he's actually going to go for a lap. As Russ shows off a little bit of a drift for us there. So now it's just Andy Jackson. Yup, Russ Money is indeed wasting it in the tires. Just trying to get them up to temperature for the race, I think. I have no clue what friggin' Andy is doing here. Just wasting time, I guess. DRS, they drive formula cars here? That's insanity. It appears Andy has run out of fuel. Andy has set a lap time of a 2:26. And that, ladies and gentlemen, appears to be qualifying.
Notes from today's drivers' meeting are available in the marshalling office and posted on the notice boards around the steward's office and medical center.
You know, what's interesting is the knowledge from racing.
All right,
Very,
so
very
this
well.
appears to be our qualifying order. We got Gav Cook in P1, Alex Hansen P2, McAinley in third, Jansen in fourth, Juan Cruz in fifth, Russ Money, McMillian in sixth, Curtis Hubbard in seventh, Michael Brown in eighth, Andy in ninth, and Morgan in 10th, doing the last to first challenge. Is he going to be able to do it, folks? I don't know, y'all. Just have to watch and stay tuned. There we go. There's the session events loading. I was scared there for a minute. They were not loading. Oh, it actually shows car now? Thank God. I've been waiting for something like that. And it says flag. Oh, an amazing update on the timing screens here. So happy to see that. I do love that it takes away everything if I go to the safety car. Like if I go to the pace car and hit apply, it takes everything away. Observe. It takes everything away. So we're gonna... Can we go into the cockpit of the pace car? Oh my God. How can they see anything out of this? This is what the pace car sees. What? Oh no, we go into the blimp. Like a horse with blinders keeps them slow. Yeah, it apparently does. As we're going to bring the standings again, once again, before this race begins, I'm going to quickly look at the track map, make sure they're not too far ahead of where I need them to be. Once again, thank you very much to our Patreon subscribers, as you can see here. Patreon Gold, thank you so much for everyone. Gold, silver, bronze, otherwise. Thank you so much for your commitment and donation to DRL. It's so important to us. Back to the racing we go. As we are just doing the formation lap. This is a highlighted message. Yes, indeed it is, Gerbil. It is indeed a highlighted message, and thank you so much for it being highlighted. As the drivers are enjoying their parade laps around the track. Who is going to take the win at Sebring? Is anyone gonna get a black flag? Will I finally be able to enjoy my own sanity? We will find out next time. Is there a way where I can get all the drivers? I don't want the pace car anymore. Alright, here they go, folks. Oh, never mind. They're just on the back straight. I thought the back straight was the straight. It's all about who's going to get the better start. You have the absolute battle in front of Gav Cook and Alex Hansen, and then you have the battle in the back between Andy and Morgan. It's going to be a battle no matter where you look. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. As the pace car peels off, Gav Cook can go whenever he wants, and he is gone. Catches Alex Hansen napping. As that is going to be Morgan quickly getting ahead of Andy in the back there. Everything seems to be going smooth as Gav Cook goes into turn one nice and well. Juan Cruz is going up the inside of Salas Jansen, looking to make that overtake stick as they head into turn two. On the inside and onto the outside they both go, and so far looks like Juan Cruz is going to make that stick. Morgan getting 2 places. Andy falling back all the way into dead last, not getting a great jump at all. Morgan now looking to get past Michael in his charge up to P1. Take it out of TV3. Morgan's going to go around the outside and get that pass done. Salas Jansen is fighting Juan Cruz for P4 and has managed to take it back. They all head in single file now into this turn. And there's Salas. Oh, he's gotten in there. He's just now stuck battling Juan Cruz. Morgan now looking to try and make the pass on Russ. 4P6. He started in the back, got an excellent jump off the start at Sebring. Andy has has gotten past Chris Hubbard. Alex Hansen has an off track. Alex Hansen has another off track. You are going to have Morgan getting past Russ. Russ dropping all the way down. He seemingly is at a spin. Andy is going to get past Morgan. Morgan's falling all the way back. I do believe Morgan has a puncture of some kind. Oh, that wheel is definitely not looking very nice right now. As there goes the front splitter. Morgan's going to have to go into the pits and get that repaired. Disaster falling apart as Juan Cruz is going to get past. Yes, they have. I'm going to go to the replay once we have time. As Juan Cruz is going to make it past Salas. 4P4. And disaster is striking for both Morgan and Russ. Contact on lap 1. Alex Hansen struggling. It seems he's already gotten a few off tracks. Tony's not too far behind. Got Salas Jansen still chasing. Ross has had another off. Maybe that was just him coming out of the pits, maybe. Catching more and more of Salas as time goes on. Yes, that Mustang livery is quite nice. We have a few of them on the grid. We have, holy 6 Mustangs. Is it just the way of the Mustang today? Andy looking for any attempt at all to get past Salas here. She's just going to stay in the tow, as it is all forward up ahead. Oh, Andy's going to take a more inside approach. Salas going out wide and losing the position to Andy because of it. Salas having to take the outside, Andy taking the in. Andy now up to P5. Andy looking for another position. Gav Cook in P1, Alex Hansen P2, Tony P3. They're having their own little moments, it seems. I'm keeping an eye on them. Do not fret. They're just up the road there. They're all split apart right about now, as Andy's going to go down the inside of his championship rival. Jam Pancakes with a super clean overtake. And Andy's now up to P4, but Juan Cruz is going to fight back, it seems. Not going to let this position go without a fight, as that is going to be Juan Cruz with the inside line, staying the inside line and getting the place back over Andy Jackson. Salas just looking to pick up the scrapes, maybe, of whatever happens here. Got Michael Brown slowly approaching this as Salas goes off. Oh, trying not to shake the car there. On the back of Hansen, 0.6 now. It's hovering between 0.6 and 0.5. Andy got the overtake on Salas here done last time by doing this exact same move. Is he gonna make it stick again? It doesn't look like it. They're side by side though. All the way down into turn 1. Andy's gonna try and carry as much speed as he can. Juan Cruz defending like his life depends on it. They are just going back and forth. Andy gets the position though, it seems, but can he hold it? What an absolute battle between these two. The bright lights of Sebring shining, well, bright on this battle. I do believe Andy's going to hold on to this position for now, but the battle between these three is not over. As you have Tony desperately trying to catch Alex Hansen up ahead. No Aston Martins being represented tonight, which is a little tough to see. Andy slowly pulling away from Juan Cruz. And Salas Janssen, ever so slowly. I think this is a perfect time to go to the replay booth and figure out what happened between Russ and Morgan. Oh! Nowhere for Morgan to go at all. That is a rough hit for Morgan to take. He just has nowhere to go with Russ spinning right ahead of him. As Michael Brown has actually gotten past Salas Janssen, folks. So, Salas has apparently had an off. Yes, that is a rough impact. So we're just going to wait and see if Hubbard can get past Jansen here. I don't think he will. So why did Jansen have an off? Oh my word. He just spins on the entrance. Ooh. Getting out of the way of the McLaren and Michael Brown there. Pretty good. Pretty quick. But was able to stay ahead of Hubbard, crucially. But he's now in that little battle for position. Ten minutes have passed so far. And we're going to take a look at the lead, everyone's position. And Gavin currently leads by about a second and a half. He's not too far off as Morgan takes the fastest lap of a 1:59.5 all the way down to P9. Alex Hansen in P2, sitting comfortably. Tony sitting in P3, also somewhat comfortably. Andy Jackson slowly trying to make waves in P4. Juan Cruz slowly making his way up into P5. Michael Brown, Salas Janssen, Curtis Hubbard 7, 8, or 6, 7, 8 respectively. Morgan all the way 21 seconds back in P9. And then sadly for Russ McMillian all the way down in 10th place. The closest battle we have right now is Brown, Jansen, and Hubbard. Everyone else is hovering around the 1.52 second mark. The speed gained by Jansen in the straights is unbelievable. As Andy now sets the fastest lap of the session with a 1:59.1. I need some coffee. Nairad's hearing me say coffee, just goes coffee. Does this wake you up? If you were to scream it in my ear, yeah. As Silas Jansen looks for an overtake. Can he find it? That is the question. As I spill wonderful cream soda all over myself. Salas still looking for the move. Cannot, for the life of him, seem to find it right now. He should be able to get him somewhere into turn 1. If I had to put some bets on it, or he might get him here down this back straight. Just looking for the toe, it seems, right now, to help get him past this McLaren as he makes a move now to the inside. He spun here last time around. He does not spin again. And he is getting close to Tony here. You can see the gap dropping on the left-hand side of your screen. We're sticking with Salas right now because he is the closest driver. Where are the track limits? The wall? Sebring is very weird for its track limits. I really couldn't tell you. I don't drive Sebring all that much. As Tony just gives up the position to Andy. That's a very weird strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out for him. Maybe Tony's goal is to just take Andy with him, I guess. Like, Tony just follow behind Andy. That could be my only real thought process here, as Salas is right on the back of Michael Brown, looking for any move whatsoever, but just cannot seem to find it. He thinks about the inside, but elects to stay behind. A close battle between the 915 and the 37. Oh, Salas looking like he had the better exit. Can he finally get this position? Yes, he can. A great overtake by Mr. Jansen, and that puts him now up into P6. And hopefully on the road to get Juan Cruz. Vroom, vroom indeed. Vroom, vroom indeed. Andy has made it past Alex Hansen. Oh, never mind. Alex Hansen's taking the place back. Oh, cuts across Andy. Jackson's going to go down the inside and try his best to make this overtake. This is only helping both Gav Cook and Tony catch back up. Very tight between Hansen and Andy. This is going to be Hansen has the inside. If Andy wants this position, he's going to have to go round the outside to do so. Oh, as Andy's going to try and stick it around the outside and just can't seem to find it. Hubbard gets past Michael Brown. We'll have to see that overtake done. As Hansen and Jackson are fighting left, right, and center for this second place position. Tony's just looking to pick up the scraps. Oh yeah, Gav is, with this battle, Gav is just getting further and further away. Looking for more and more opportunities. Is he going to be able to find it here as we approach, as we get onto the back straight? The best chance for that Mustang power to catch this Porsche. And he's not going to be able to find it yet. He did this move several times to get overtakes where he takes this very thin inside line and tries to hold on, but it does not look like he's going to be able to get Alex Hansen here just yet. Unless he tries something very bold. Is that in the pits? Unless that's the pace car. And that is indeed the pace car in the pits that I'm seeing. Andy is just towing Tony along here. Tony hoping to pick up the scrapes of this opportunity. Is he going to, is Tony going to stay in fourth? Is Andy going to get second? Is Alex Hansen going to be in the podium positions at all after this? Juan Cruz is not catching up to this field though. He's not being able to take advantage. Little bit deep there for Tony and Andy. Tony's going to lose some time for that. That dirty air starting to play a factor. Andy's still trying desperately to find a way past this portion. He just can't seem to get it. So we are going to get ready to go down the back straight. We're going to look at this from the cockpit of the number 97. Here comes the chance to make the overtake. We're going to TV2 now. Now that they are side by side here. Andy has the inside. Alex Hansen does not. Alex Hansen breaks a little bit, tries to take a thin inside line, but it's not going to work against the DRL Pro that is Andy Jackson, and he will take P2 away. Alex Hansen, though, will hold on to third unless Tony can find a way past. A brilliant move by Andy Jackson. Now we're going to take a look at how Curtis Hubbard got past Michael Brown for that P7 position, because we did not get to see it. Oh, a little bit of a spin, I think, by Michael Brown. Was able to recover, but then lost the position. Good work there, gentlemen. Tony still hanging on to the back of Alex Hansen. Andy Jackson now has to do a lot of work if he wants to be able to catch Gav Cook. That battling gave Gav Cook a lot of time to try and get away. Currently fastest lap is held by Andy. He does have the pace to get him. Can he get him though, is the question. Another 10 minutes have passed. 25 minutes left to go in this race. Some drivers have done pit stops, some have not. Morgan and Russ had to due to a collision prior. If you weren't joined with us then, I'll show it now. It happened on lap 1. Russ had a spin and just nowhere to go for Morgan Dino there, as he has to run right into the side of Russ, destroying whatever hope he had, as his wheel is just torn apart and Russ's car is hurting. Russ all the way down in last place by, sadly, a significant margin. Morgan has caught up to the rest of this field though, but he will have to pit again. Since he pit on lap 1, he will not have the fuel to go to keep for the rest of the race. But he is catching up to Michael Brown ever so slowly. Tony still hanging on to the back of Alex Hansen, waiting for any type of slip up whatsoever. Some drivers are carrying a lot of track limits or off tracks at the moment. Hopefully we won't see black flag drive-thrus come into play here. Another pit stop for Russ, as he is going to sit nicely in the pits. Anyone have any further comments? Kerbal, Nyrats? Comments, questions, concerns? Love, affection, anything? Kerbal? Why are you highlighting every message? As that is Juan Cruz going into the pits. Salas passing him for P5. We'll have Hubbard, Michael Brown, and Morgan passing him. As Morgan looks to try and get past Michael Brown here. Tony and Hansen both go off track. That was a 19.5 second stop for Juan Cruz. Juan Cruz is driving slowly. Yeah, no, he's driving slowly. His tires are cold, and he's in the going. And he's just come out of the pits. Let's see if Morgan can get past Michael Brown. He's done so once already. He can definitely do it again. Mercedes versus McLaren. Who is going to win out in this battle of constructors? Safely get past. I mean, he's hoping to. He's already had a collision once before. That is Alex Hansen into the pits now. As Morgan's going to try and stay ahead of this McLaren as they go side by side down the back straight. Morgan should have this. But anything can happen in DRL. Morgan slots in ahead of Brown, and he has this complete. Dino has an overtake, and he is happy for that. Alex Hansen's hopefully going to get started moving out of the pits sooner rather than later here. He's risking being undercut by Juan Cruz. But I think he might be okay. Oh yeah, he is super safe as Juan Cruz just has passed the line now. As Hubbard is in the pits as well. And off Hubbard goes. Andy really hasn't been able to get the laps in of Gav to catch up to Gav Cook. They're kind of just averaging out the same time. Hubbard may have crashed. He just came out of the pits. Oh, boo. Big crash. He was just coming slowly out of the pits. And that is Gav Cook into the pits. Andy Jackson will follow. Will Tony follow? Tony, yes, indeed, will follow. Will all the drivers that haven't pit follow? We are a little bit over the halfway mark. So I think this is where all the drivers have to pit. Mostly due to fuel concerns. And there goes Gav Cook, a 16.9. Andy Jackson, a 15.7. As Morgan is going to pass all these drivers here, except Gav Cook. But again, Morgan does have to pit again. He will not have enough fuel. Alex Hansen crucially getting past Tony. Michael Brown also did not stop. Juan Cruz getting past Mr. Jansen. Morgan getting closer and closer to Gav. Still trying to warm up his tires. And Morgan's just trying to get as much time as he can. Because he has to refuel again, basically have gone in lap 1. Now all drivers have kind of got into a little bit of a groove gap, as I call it. They're all kind of too far away from each other. But what if he doesn't have to pit again? No, he will have to pit again because he pit on lap 1 for damage. And fuel burns at a 50% rate. So, or fuel, like you only have 50% of your total fuel. See? It's like I know these things. I know these things, Kerbal. I know them. Who's pitting behind? Oh, Michael Brown. He still has to pit. Alex Hansen will move back into 3rd. Tony will move back into 4th. And all things will be perfectly balanced as things should be. Going to be able to keep the position ahead of Salas. Here comes Mr. Jansen. And Morgan's going to have gotten 6th. A brilliant job after being taken out lap 1 to gain some amount of positions. An excellent job. Thank you. Caps there, Kerbal. Caps. Ah, Mr. Andy, why have you not caught this man? No close battles here, folks. Michael Brown appears to have crashed. Let's figure out why. Ooh, that's a heavy hit. As Hubbard's going to get by nice and clear for that. on, men. Let's figure this out. Brown's binned it. I'm aware Brown has binned it. I showed it on the replay. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. So far, nobody's close. Salas Jansen has to pit again? Why? Doesn't say that he has a black flag. Only a 3.7 second stop. It's going to cost him time and positions. All right. As we go through the leaderboard slowly once again, Gav Cook holding on to a 3-second lead in P1. Andy Jackson chasing Gav Cook for that P1. He sits in P2. Alex Hansen holding on to the final podium position. Will sit P3. Tony's going to find himself at a lovely P4, hoping for one of the drivers up ahead to have a spin long enough for him to take advantage. Juan Cruz not too far behind. He's about 6 seconds behind Tony. He sits in the middle of the pack, P5. Thank you for following Jacob Nichols. We have Morgan in P6, 14 seconds behind. Juan Cruz is going to have to find himself a miracle with 12 minutes left to go in this session if he wants to find himself inside the top 5. Curtis Hubbard's going to find himself sitting in a nice, comfortable 7th position. Michael Brown finding himself in P8. Salas Jansen sadly finding himself in P9 despite his flying attempts right now. He had to make another pit stop. And Russ, currently having a wonderful Sunday drive, currently sits down in 10th. I feel like Nairads is staying up. One, because he doesn't have hockey, and two, he just wants to see the ending of the episode that I'm playing of a certain game. I think that's why he's staying awake. He wants to know how I'm going to do. Is this true? I don't know. You're asking him, so. Or you could just be following along, having a swell time. Alright. Come on, boys. I want some action. Somebody frickin' spin. Like, now. Spin. Hit a wall. Like, someone do something. Gonna do anything? I guess not. We're just gonna sit here for the next 10 minutes and just watch cars, everybody. We're just going to watch cars. I hope that's what you signed up on for. Get up, take a nice big stretch, and he is taking out time to Gav Cook, but not enough at a rate that I think is going to matter. He's trying to catch up, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. Russ is driving slowly. Oh. Russ may have crashed. Oh, no. How could we have known? Oh, folks, let's take a look at how he's crashed. Very interesting place to crash. Andy is pushing. You have to have to tell us when these things happen, Tyler. That's your job. I mean, my job is to appease the audience. I don't have to give you information. I just have to give you enough that keeps you interested. I don't have to give you everything. And he's going to find himself now under the 2-second gap mark. He gained nearly a full second of time that lap on Gav Cook. Finally, we might get some racing to end this. He's got 7 minutes left to go. Yes, we did. But I want more, Kerbal. That's what I want. I want more. I want Tony to not get within 2 seconds and then lose it to Alex Hansen. Holy jump, and Andy is flying right now. Oh, Tony had a little bit of an off. No. His podium position dreams now in the dirt. Manages to catch it, but that drift will hurt him. So it now puts him out of Alex Hansen's range. And Andy Jackson is within range of the race win. He's got 5.5 minutes to do it. Can he do it? Is now the question on everyone's watching mind. Is Gav Cook, the Canadian, going to lose to Andrew Jackson, the American? That is Russell Stanford up ahead of Gav Cook. Got this, Cook. Are we going to let him cook, or are we going to see Jackson do something that his Lions couldn't do today, and that was win a match? Win something. Michael Brown is driving slowly. That's going to allow Salas Jensen to make this overtake. No, it's a Detroit Lions thing. It's his favorite team, Kerbal. Let's see what Jackson is chasing. You can see Russell McMillian up ahead. flashing him, let him know he's there. As Russ is going to pass Michael Brown. Michael Brown's going into the pits. Russ will take P9. Yes, the Mustang and iRacing doesn't want to blow out people's eardrums. Andy Jackson lost a little bit of time there on that exit. Don't spin, Andy. You only have 2 laps to go, Andy. 2 laps. He's going to have to get out of the way. And he's going to do just that by going off the track. Not a bad decision there by Russ. This is the battle to watch. Who's going to win, the Canadian or the American? The McLaren or the Mustang? Jackson or Cook? Hubbard may have crashed. That might be another position for Jansen to take if he can capitalize. Oh, cheekiness by Gav. A little bit maybe too overeager by Jackson there. Time is running out. Running out on Andrew. He needs to find a chance. He needs to find anywhere to try and get past Gav Cook, or Gav Cook is going to be your winner. This is the final lap of the race. Bit deep. It's gonna hurt him. As he tries to look for any and all solutions to get past this McLaren, but he just cannot. He might have just run out of laps. Surely Morgan will set the fastest lap of the race, not by much though. Just a little bit better than Andy Jackson. Morgan trying desperately to claw back to Juan Cruz, but it might be too late. Tony is actually catching up to Alex Hansen. There's so much happening so late on the final lap. Michael Brown's been black flagged. He's going to have to serve a drive-through at the end of this race. Why is there an ad coming at the end of the race? What? That is incredible. Why an ad now? Jackson. This is going to be his final chance, his final opportunity to try and get by. And it looks like he is just going to fail to do so. Gav Cook is going to win, and he will come in second. Alex Hansen, can he fend off for third, or can Tony get onto the podium positions? Alex Hansen is going to hold on and finish on the podium. Tony's going to finish P4. P5 is going to go to Juan Cruz, with Morgan so close to getting P5. Salas Janssen and Hubbard are going to fight it out, it seems, for the last of the positions. They're going to go side by side. Oh, that is the destruction that you are hearing behind you, as that is Salas Janssen getting past Hubbard, as I hear destruction sounds in the back. As Russ crossed the line 9th, Michael Brown crossed the lap 10th. Salas Janssen and Curtis Hubbard will finish 7th and 8th respectively. As Salas is going to come join in the festivities over here. That is a destroyed McLaren. Gives a little boop to Russ there. Can I see the incidences? Oh my god, I can. You can fast forward, that's sick. Oh no. Oh my god! What an impact! Let's see that again for the folks in slow motion. What an accident! Oh my god! What an accident! That is a destroyed car. Oh my god! Holy jumping. Tony saw an opportunity and did not waste it. Holy jumping. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, folks. Yeah, that is that moment right there. Let's see, do the drivers want to come on board? We will take a look. Just give me a second, folks. Let's see if we can get anyone in for an interview. We got Gav last time. I wonder who we'll get today. give it a few minutes. Well, folks, it doesn't look like we're going to get any interviews tonight. Thank you so much for joining, and as always, thank you to our Patreon subscribers, as you can see right there. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been, as always, my pleasure to bring you to these races. I'm your host, Tyler Morgan. Have a good night. Okay, folks, apparently I lied to you. We are not done. We're going to interview Gav Cook.
You're not actually started.
No, I
Get it
did.
back and
I didn't restart. I was on the ending scene, so I brought it back.
You scared the crap out of me.
So, how do you feel about your race win tonight?
Oh, it was amazing.
You
Very lucky.
Did you think Andy was going to catch you?
I knew that passing around here was pretty difficult, and I thought he was probably ripping up his tires trying to catch me. So yeah, I knew that he would probably catch me, but passing me was going to be hard, especially with the last few laps left. So yeah.
So what are you going to drive next season?
I don't know. I kind of did the Acura for a little bit. Porsche, maybe. Like fire the Porsche back up, or maybe I probably won't do the front engine cars. Those are nasty. Yeah, maybe the Porsche or something. We'll see.
You think you're going to be able to take the fight to Evan next season?
Oh yeah, yeah. That guy's going down. He's a loser.
Yeah, the defending the champion not here to defend himself. Yeah, I see how it is. Them be fighting words. All right, thanks, Gav Cook. I'll send you back to the iRacing channel. I'll be there shortly, and good race win tonight.
Okay, thanks.
All right, folks. Now we are finally at the end. Patreon subscribers, have a good night.